So today I am talking about how to maintain a willow copse of willows, grouping of willows, grove, I guess, kind of. But basically, willow trees cut so that you get the best weaving branches. So here I am by the creek that's at the bottom of the hill by my house, and I'm going to be cutting some willow branches. Because I need willow branches because one of my chickens, my adventurous chickens, pain in the butt chickens, has decided that she really wants to get out through those fence holes. So what I'm doing is I'm taking willow branches and putting them in, and I'll show you how I'm doing that in just a minute. But first, about maintaining a grouping copse, whatever you want to call it, of willows for for weaving projects, for building projects. If you want to make some of that fancy furniture that's real expensive that you can buy made with willow branches, you can do it yourself if you have a place near water that you have a nice stand of willows. Here's how to get those really good weavers out of them. So here I've got what kind of looks like a big thicket or tangle that's growing right in the creek. I actually have already done a little bit of cutting in here. I have a turkey already prepared in the oven for you to see. But like right here, I've been doing a little bit of cutting. What you want, of course, as I've mentioned before, is these nice weaving branches that are nice and straight without a bunch of little, offshoots. And how you get that is by encouraging the plant to produce that. So I've cut away some really, clumpy, tangled stuff. And over here too, I've been cutting away. You can see that I've left these two here that are growing straight up. So if nothing happens to them, if nothing bad happens, if everything goes according to plan, I will get nice, long, straight weavers out of these branches. But you can see as the branches get older, they get shorter and shorter. So you want to encourage them to put up those long, beautiful, straight weavers that you can use. Sometimes they're really thin, like this is first year's growth here. You got first year's growth here, and then older growth back in there. You can see those nice long straight branches. So again, I'm looking for the really short tangled stuff so that I can get to the nice long stuff. And I'm going to cut some long branches too to bring up to work on my fence in a free materials from the creek, and it works perfectly great. I'm just weaving it in the stock fencing, but it's like, this little short tangled stuff is not what I want. So I'm going to encourage the plant to grow the stuff I do want. There's some good branches in here that I'm just going to use right now, and all pruning will help this. There was a guy I used to know named Craig Bates. He made native style baskets, and he would what he started doing for a while in Yosemite was cutting the red buds and the willows down to the ground. And they started calling it baitonizing. So every time I do this with my redbuds and my willows, I think of him and the term baitonizing. So I'm baitonizing these willow trees to make them grow better for what we want. Hello. That's not my problem child, though. My problem child is down there. And I did get a couple more chickens. Because I just like them. Anyway... So what I've been doing, as you can see, is weaving these branches, vertically in the fence, over, under, right, to use the bars of the wire as a kind of base weaving material. There's some poplar branches in here because I have a poplar tree also. Any bendy, thin, straight sticks, as long as they're not brittle, you can use poplar, willows, redbud if you have it, baby oak branches, even long pine branches, hazel, anything like that, that will, enable you to weave it in and out of the fence wires here. I think that adventurous chicken who's taking a dust bath over there, I think she just ended up forcing her way through one of these stock squares. Somehow just forced her way through there because she just really super wanted to be outside. So, okay, fine. Now we're going to cut that size of that square in half with a branch. Ha ha ha. But I haven't done the entire fence. That's the problem. I think she just this morning got out through, one of these holes I hadn't got to yet. So I've got my branches cut here, and I'm just going to weave those through, and hopefully it will keep them in. I've already clipped their wings. I did clip their wings because they were just one problem chicken ended up way up in the top of a tree, and it was like, okay, this is getting out of hand. So I did clip their wings. Now that there's a bunch of them, they can kind of keep each other safer, I think. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So let me start the weaving process. A lot of these little thin branchlets just kind of snap right off, so you don't need those. Get rid of that. And just look at where the last one was. This is on top, so I can go behind this one and literally just weave it through the wire. And then plant it securely down, and that is not going anywhere. And the chicken cannot get through that. It is too small. There's kind of a smallish one, so I'll alternate thicker and thinner. Let's see, under. So I'm going to go over, under, over, and the weaving of it will hold that really securely. Get that there. Just kind of force it where you want it to go, and they can't get through that. It's just that simple. And since some of these are rather long, like this one, I can cut this in half and use it for 2 sections. And the chickens like those little tender buds at the end that are almost like little baby pussy willows that are going to come in a couple of months, but they like to eat those little buds, so I just toss them over and give them a snack. Just why not? Now I've got a nice thick one, so under. You can kind of twist it sometimes. Will act with the natural bend of the branch to help you kind of, go in and out as you're working it. So turn it that way. Get it behind there. And that avoid that knot. There we go. Nice and sturdy. So another project I'm working on actually is this garden bed here. I've already got lavender and rosemary planted previously, but I wanted to extend that and make a whole little area below the house that is going to be, potatoes and tomatoes and other lovely things that I can just look out of my window and see, a nice, lovely garden growing. Yay. So I'm building a rock wall out of just native rock that we happen to have sitting around. So I'm going to do kind of a cut and fill thing here. I've been cleaning this out. So there's bricks, there's trash. There's stuff that I'm raked out to clean up this area below the house. And then now I'm organizing and just building a dry stack rock wall, fitting pieces as they fit. And so it should be about the median here. I'll mark this with a brick so you can see the level. So ignoring all the, broken up bricks there. So there's the area uphill that is about 4 feet higher than the area downhill. So I want to find the median point in that and build up the bottom wall so that it is that height. And then once I cut away the upper part, cut and fill, right? So I'll cut that away, fill up the bottom part, and then make another wall up at the top to, prevent this walkway that I'm forming up here from just crumbling into into the garden bed, because then it's unreinforced, right? So I'm going to build another stone wall up at the top, and then that will be my garden bed for spring. Yay! I've been looking at all the seed catalogs, and I will bring you a video in the near future about heirloom seeds. So that's it for now from Chicken Central. Chicken and Stonewall Central. So Heirloom Seeds is on the upcoming video list. I have a few other ideas for some fun videos that I think you guys would like. As always, in the comments, leave me your ideas for what you'd like to see me do. Spinning yarn from wool is another one. I have a spinning wheel and I drop spindle, and I can show you how to do that as well. That might be a fun winter activity to pick up if you've never done it before. It is fun and very satisfying. So, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when I've put another video up. That helps you know when to come and check on what I'm doing. Subscribe, like, that helps me out too. And I'll see you again next time on Willow's Vintage Homestead. Now with chickens. I love my chickens.